January 2015, three friends, Rob, Phil and Tom, that's me, set off on a week-long adventure around the Tyrol region of Austria. Our goal? To visit 7 ski resorts in just 7 days. Although there's no reason why any sane human being with a car full of ski and snowboard gear would ever want to change hotels every single day, these 7 webisodes will show you why the Tyrol is still one of Europe's top ski destinations. So where did we go? We'd fly into the heart of the Tyrol, Innsbruck, then jump in a hire car and drive an hour west to St Anton. After St Anton, we'd wake up at the crack of dawn, repack the car and drive to Ischgl. From Ischgl, we'd drive through Stans by Landeck, up the Osttyrol Valley to Obergurgl. We'd then drive back to Innsbruck, stopping briefly at the Langenfeld Aquadome en route. While staying in Innsbruck, we'd get a funicular and cable car up to Norrkötter, then make a short drive to Axamelitzum. From there we'd make our way to the Zillertal Valley, where we'd ride knee-deep powder at Zell am Ziller. From Zell, we'd jump in the car and head back to Innsbruck for the Air and Style, then drive an hour east to Kitzbühel to go free riding with local legend Matthias Hauni. Shattered, we'd burn back to Innsbruck, jump on the plane and fly home. After landing at Innsbruck airport, we grabbed our hire car and drove 5 minutes up the road to a small workshop in the centre of Innsbruck called Spurrad.
Hello, come in.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Let's take a look.
For the past few years, Michi Freymann and his team have been offering keen skiers and boarders the opportunity to build their own custom skis and snowboards in his workshop. Courses run for just 1 weekend and give customers the opportunity to be hands-on and to build something that is both completely unique and beautiful.
There was like a guy who was building his own skis, and I was like, oh, you build your own skis, you freak? What's up? What's wrong with you? And then I just saw that, and he just like told me about like there's many people doing it, and I just got a bit deeper into it, and just like I found that website. It's skibuilding.com or something, I don't know. And it's like all explained like how to do and presses and what it's all about. And then we just like figure out, let's do a few. And then I calculated and I was like, like if we just do 1 or 2, it's never working. So let's do more. And then that's how we kind of started.
By accident, you started the company.
More or less, more or less. I had a plan, but like yeah, we just didn't know what comes out, and that it works that good. We never expected it. It's an easy thing to build a ski, but you need to know the recipe. But we show you that. That's a part of it, that we just don't make a miracle behind like how to build a ski and put no button to switch or what's on in it. We just like produce super simple and basic and like take the best materials we can take, and that's actually like the principle of our ski production.
From camber and rocker profile to shape, length, width, and even the individual materials, it's possible to create anything from a race ski to a free ski at Spurrad.
And how does this get put together? So I picked up
like you know, I just like we start here. You think we have the form, you know, this is like the form, the table. Alright, and then we have like the first layer of fiberglass. Then we put the core. Then we put some more fiberglass. And then the top sheet. And that's the ski.
That looks good, but that doesn't look like you could ski on it.
No. Try it. Try it. Take the core out.
How does that then get made into a ski? So you cut. It's already cut.
No, this is like all done by epoxy resin.
Okay.
Epoxy resin is the glue. You know, that is like you know, first layer, like the base. You just like put the resin on. Then the fiberglass comes like with the resin. Then the core. Then the fiberglass with the resin, and then the top sheet. And like we put that in the laminating form and wrap it like with a vacuum bag, and like and press it. The form like the vacuum bag presses it in that form. You know, with the camber, with the rocker, with the shovel, and all this.
We could have spoken to Michi for hours about his passion for ski and snowboard design, but an hour drive to St Anton was on the cards, and Phil was getting hungry. By the time we arrived at St Anton, it was snowing quite heavily, so we parked at our hotel, the Thönihaus, St Anton's oldest building, and headed into the night to find some traditional Austrian food.
Oh, look where we are! In St Anton, we've arrived at our hotel. We're just going to go off and get some eats. That's the cue. Ooh, smooth. We're at Grieswirt. We're in the Grieswirt and we're having a little Gaudi, as they say. A couple of beers. A few beers, lovely. Yeah. A few of those lovely Austrian beers.
Yeah. Tonight we dine on Tafelspitz.
The next morning we were up bright and early. A fresh blanket of powder covered the slopes and we were keen to beat our fellow holidaymakers to the top of the Galsic barn. After a few warm-up laps, we met up with a gang of newly qualified British instructors who were now working in local ski schools. This group of school leavers had spent 4 weeks at the beginning of the winter training for their Austrian teaching qualification, the Godfather, with British instructor training specialists, peak leaders. If anybody could give us an inside guide to St Anton, it was these guys, so Phil and Rob got to work questioning them, but not before a cruise around the mountain. St Anton is a truly world-class resort, with a network of state-of-the-art lifts which access wide open pistes and challenging off-piste quickly and very comfortably. Despite a few tumbles in the fresh snow, we had a great morning trying to keep up with the young bucks, then learnt a little bit more about their life as young instructors.
And what's good about St Anton?
Skiing.
Skiing.
Après-ski. Definitely.
Did you guys speak German beforehand? Or?
No, I spoke.
Well, we did. Really?
Yeah.
Did you just come along and learn it all here?
Yeah, we did on Peak Leaders. We did some German lessons, which helped quite a lot. But
so that's before you came out.
No, the first 2 weeks we were here.
Right. Okay.
Peak Leaders was like a month, and we did the Godfather in Peak Leaders.
Right. Okay.
It's the best ski in the world. Like you go up the Galsic and then you ski down number 8, which is like 3 or 4 minutes of complete bliss just going down this route which looks over into the valley into St Christoph, and every morning we're just like so amazed by kind of like it's so cool.
Nice. And after it's the end of the day, you've had a nice day teaching the kids, you've palmed them off, got rid of them at Après-ski. Someone told me about Mooserwirt?
Krazy Kanguruh.
And Krazy Kanguruh. What happens there?
Tap. A lot of things happen there.
What happens there doesn't stay there as
well. What's the vibe? What are we talking?
Well, really cheesy music. Playlist, great music. Yeah, the playlist never changes.
Old classics mixed with the Austrian vibe.
Old classics mixed with an Austrian vibe? That sounded right up our street. So we raced down the mountain to the Krazy Kanguruh, which is conveniently positioned right on the main thoroughfare back to St Anton.
So, how much are you looking forward to going to
I am so excited about getting Apres. Krazy
Kanguruh
is world renowned, and so I hear it's the start of where all the big French places have stolen the idea from. So dancing on the tables,
on the Coca-Colas,
a few sprites.
Yeah. I think it's going to be.
Keep it civilised.
It's good, clean fun. I think.
Good, clean fun.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was
thinking. don't think anyone's going to be too inebriated.
Well, no, because you got to ski down. So.
But they just really like dancing at 5 o'clock in the afternoon to 80s music.
So here we were, at the Krazy Kanguruh, the home of modern day après-ski, making a pilgrimage which thousands of Brits make every year. But rather than doing any last minute research about the KK and its owner, we decided to drink a few beers and enjoy the atmosphere. In a few minutes we would be interviewing the owner, Mario, who we would later discover wasn't just the owner of the KK, but was an Olympic gold medalist for slalom.
Yeah, actually Krazy Kanguruh was the first après-ski bar in the Alps. It was started in 65 already.
Wow. So the very first, there was no other après-ski?
No other, yeah, it was the first, and yeah, it was actually an Australian guy who opened it, and then English guy named Gunnar Monte was running the bar 34 years, and we bought it in 2009, and since then we made a few changes, tried to getting a few things better, and it's still very popular. And,
it's busy. Just been out there, it's busy, right? That's a good thing.
Then came the moment that giving a snowboarder with no knowledge of ski racing the microphone came back to haunt us.
People are partying away, the music's going, everyone's having a great time. What time do people start dancing on the tables, or do they? I don't know.
Yeah, for sure, it's every day.
Yeah, I kind of assume that. I haven't seen it.
We see later maybe, and yeah, it's maybe in 1 hour, after 1.5 hours.
Are you going to be dancing on the tables?
Me not, no, I have to work.
Every day?
No, not every day. I'm still in the skiing, racing, and yeah, I'm still on the World Cup circus, and yeah, but I'm between the races when I'm at home. I enjoy to work here and help a little bit, and it's a lot of fun.
Nice. And you get, if it's like, sorry, what?
Mario, are you a ski racer?
Yes.
Do you race on the FIS?
Yes.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah, here's some content then.
I was Olympic champion last year.
Whoa, this is just being dropped like it's nothing. So you are Olympic skier?
Yes.
For Austria?
Yes.
There you go, champion. What, in Sochi last year?
I was Olympic champion in Sochi last year.
Wow, what discipline?
Slalom.
Slalom. Men slalom obviously, but what distance? Like the slalom racing?
Slalom racing.
Okay. Nice. Gold, silver, bronze?
Gold.
Gold?
Yes. The champion is gold.
Well, yeah. Well, true. Yeah, I would have said champion if I'd got a bronze personally. But wow, this is we're in the presence of a gold medalist here. Do you have the gold medal behind the bar? Because you probably should.
In March 2015, Mario retired from the World Cup circuit to focus on the KK and breeding Arabian horses. Despite Mario being a true gentleman and taking our ignorance like a true champion, we left the Krazy Kanguruh with our tails between our legs. Next stop was the legendary Mooserwirt, which many consider to be the most famous après-ski bar on the planet. Rumour has it that this place serves more beer per square metre than any other bar in Austria. So where better to witness après-ski in all its glory than in the DJ booth with legendary DJ Gerhard. Gerhard has entertained the crowds at the Mooserwirt every day for 25 years and is almost solely responsible for pioneering the classic après-ski sound. After 15 minutes of raving, we were escorted through a rabbit warren of tunnels to meet the Mooserwirt's founder, Eugen Scalet.
We professionalized it in the way of, all our logistics, how we serve drinks and how fast we are serving and professional speaker systems and professional light systems and all that. I think our part was professionalizing it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see that upstairs with the smoke machines and, as you say, the lighting and stuff like that.
I mean, this is very normal now, but when we started doing that, we were the first ones.
Yeah. So in '89, was it kind of like a farmhouse party? Was that how you describe it, or?
The look was pretty much the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Our barn looked almost the same.
Yeah.
Almost the same.
Yeah. So we've seen how much party was going on upstairs. Did you imagine that when you started it in '89? No, right? So in '89, if you'd seen it now, you probably would have never believed it, right?
Nobody would.
Yeah. How many people on a normal day do you get in here for a party?
You don't tell.
You don't tell.
Okay. A lot, because it's absolutely packed upstairs.
After a few more Tegensets, conveniently Phil's favourite beer in the whole wide world, Eugen took us on a tour of the Mooserwirt, a marvel of modern architecture which on the surface resembled a small farm shed, but below could only be described as a Bond villain's lair. This place was a labyrinth, 6 times bigger underground than above. The cellar was enormous, kegs of beer lined the hallways, with miles and miles of pipe taking this booze up to the partygoers upstairs. Even the Jägermeister was served through pipes.
That's a lot of Jaeger.
With no idea of where we were, or where we were going, we moved deeper and deeper into the rabbit warren, only to walk through a very unassuming door and end up in the heart of Eugen's beautiful hotel. Not content with showing us the darkest corners of the Mooserwirt, Eugen then invited us up to his exclusive restaurant overlooking St Anton. By now we were fairly inebriated, so the fact we were incredibly underdressed didn't really bother us. It's fair to say that Eugen's generosity had left us feeling a little overwhelmed, but we weren't about to turn down one of the tastiest meals we'd ever eaten.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Turns out we're in the Mooserwirt and we're eating really good.
4 hours later.
And as long as we were having a good time, Eugen was happy.
Prost!
Oh.
Yeah. So it's quite good.
It's good. Been in the Mooserwirt for 6 hours.
It was only supposed to be 1 hour.
Only a couple of light shandies. And now we're just going to ski down in the...
That guy's skiing down, he's loving it. Yeah, he's loving it.
Night Rider's out.
Go.
Really? Goodbye.
Next time on 7 is 7, we visit a school.